partnered with vendors for up to 74% off with free shipping. Get ready for Hot Topics because The View starts right now with Whoopi, Joy Behar, Candace Cameron Bure, Raven Simone, and Paula Ferris. Now, let's get things started.
Nice to see y'all. Sherri Shepherd, ladies and gentlemen. Were you here Friday?
I was not here Friday. I was packing.
So it's a long time since we've seen you. Welcome back, bitch. Welcome
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Well,
you know, yeah, I'm starting another journey.
I know.
And moving away from my beloved New York. I know. I'm going back to L.A.
When do you leave? Today?
I leave in like 2 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
And I love, you know, it's so funny, but when I first moved here 10 years ago, we started The View. I hated New York. I wanted to go home.
She was trying to sneak back to the airport. I was trying to get out of here.
But now I love this city so doggone much. I love New York more than...
Well, we'll be here. We'll be here for you. Whenever you come back, we'll be here.
Well,
New York isn't going anywhere.
This is a nice little hurrah, saying goodbye.
That's right.
This is a send-off. But literally, The View, I had the best experiences here. I met the most wonderful people. I got to meet the idols in my head. Whooping.
The president.
I got to meet the president. I remember Jeffrey sat on President Obama's lap, and he had a meltdown. And I was like, you better smile and sit on his lap.
So true.
I love you.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
my God.
Want to get into the fray?
Thank you, yes.
All right, baby. The hot topic on Friday was Khizr Khan at the DNC, the Muslim father of a fallen soldier who claimed Donald Trump has not sacrificed anything for this country. And that started the war of words. And they continued throughout the weekend. Take a look.
What sacrifice have you made for your country?
I think I made a lot of sacrifices. I work very, very hard. I've created thousands and thousands of jobs, tens of thousands of jobs, built great structures.
I want his family to counsel him, teach him some empathy. He will be a better person if he could become, but he is a black soul. And this is totally unfit for the leadership of this beautiful country.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen. Donald, you haven't sacrificed anything. Your kids are walking around. They're still with you. You have done business things. That's one thing. When you talk to a family the way that you have, whose son gave his life
for our country,
for this country, how dare you?
You said it happened over the weekend, but I think the egregious thing to a lot of people, he was still tweeting about it this morning. He said, Mr. Khan, who doesn't know me, viciously attacked me from the stage, and he's doing the same. That was at 7 o'clock this morning. But my thing is, you know, in one of his tweets, he says he attacked me. Am I not allowed to respond? But here's the thing. No, we are always allowed to respond, but should we choose to respond every time? I felt like I was having a conversation with my 6-year-old. JJ, just because your sister hit you, you don't have to hit back. You don't have to get the last word in. I feel like I'm having a conversation with a child. Walk away.
Inside voice, Donald Trump. Because you can't, when someone loses a child and so violently, like he attacked the wife, you know, and she wrote an op-ed piece and she was interviewed and she said, I lost my child. I couldn't even say anything. When you got something like that, you be quiet, no matter what they say, because you can't trump anything. And that's the thing that worries me about Donald Trump. No matter what, you always have to win. You always have to have the last word.
The last word.
Even now, when this is going on.
I didn't see this being the answer that would sidetrack him. There was such an obvious human response to that, which is, I cannot fathom the loss. It is the ultimate sacrifice, and he happened to have also died for the country. So I did not see that coming. And when he started to speak, I kept thinking, no, like what's next? And he kept going into thousands and tens of thousands. And I was like,
and he keeps going, you attack me. That's narcissism. You attack me. It's me.
Here's the deal, you know, maybe they feel like you attack them. They're Muslim. Their son died for this country, for the country they love. Maybe they feel like you did the attacking. And you know, veterans groups are really, they were pissed before, they're really like losing their minds now.
Donald Trump came out initially. His initial response was to say that Mr. Khan, who has never met me, has no right to stand in front of millions of people, basically, and criticize him. Yes, he does.
Yes.
This is the United States of America.
Yes.
So all that proved to me is this is a guy who's out there saying, I'm going to back the Constitution, I'm going to back the Constitution. You don't know what you're
Read
talking
the
about.
Constitution.
That's the whole point of America, that this guy can get up and criticize you.
Yes. And you know, Donald Trump, what also scares me is the fact that he paints everything with such a broad swath of cloth. He looks at Muslims as all bad. They're just, and he tried to fix it, and he tried to make this apology, but that scares me as you're going to be the commander-in-chief that you can profile at the highest level. That goes back to, you can take a group of people and put them in an intern camp. That kind of style of being a president, that scares me. And I don't have an Amsterdam relocation fee. I can go to Detroit. That's as far as I can go. I don't have the money to move out of this country.
That's what the DNC is for. If you're watching at home and you're getting ready to see a bunch of people come out and speak about why someone else is the better candidate, you're going to get some criticism. And when you're the president, you're going to get it all the time. Are you ready? No.
No,
I want them to block his Twitter account. That's what I want.
That's
Maybe one of his kids needs to do that.
I mean, this is a shocker, and no one faint. But even Paul Ryan and Senator Mitch McConnell, they have condemned these statements. They have condemned these statements, saying you have no right.
But they didn't use his name,
Yeah, but you know what? You know who it is. There was only one person they could have been talking about.
I'm just saying because he asked, the father asked, you know, he said, you guys should say
somebody say something, and they did. Somebody say something.
I'm not surprised.
And he did it.
I'm not surprised they did this because I do think there are a lot of Republicans that have a fundamental problem with some of these things Trump is saying, like ban all Muslims. Many have come out. You had John Kasich come out. You had, like you said, Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan. But I do think it's a moment for the Republican Party where a lot of politicians are going to have to say, this is a test of my character.
Amen.
Do I back this party at all costs? Do I back this nominee just because that's who won and say, okay, you know what, I got to stand with the party? Or do I say, you know what, this is not what my party should represent. This is not who I am. So I'm not backing this guy.
What happens if Donald Trump, something he hasn't done this entire campaign, decides to apologize?
It's a little late.
I think it's a little late.
It's a little late, and I don't think anybody will
believe it.
I think people may say, you know, hey, yeah, but I don't think there's anybody out there who's backing Donald Trump who is not questioning this last bunch of stuff. Because this, as you were saying, it's fundamental. This is... People go and die for our country. Are we now going to say, yes, you can go, no, you can't go. Yes, you can go, no, you can't go. Americans come in all kind of hues and all kind of, you know, genders, and we look all kind of different, and religions. And, you know, if we ask people to fight for the country, I don't think the president should be putting down their families who say, listen, because how you want to deal with these families who are going to come to you because their children have been killed, and you're going to have to stand with them. You're going to have to talk to them. How is that going to work for you, Donald? Empathy. He's right. And you need to get some empathy and compassion. And we need to get some space because we got to go and sell some stuff. We'll be right back.
Later, Miss Teen USA outrage. Should she lose her crown after ugly racist tweets emerge online? So, Sunny shared this.
A friend recently who followed her husband on social media noticed this woman who one day was carrying her bag.
Yes! Can you imagine?
He gave them both the same bag.
What an idiot. Why would you take a picture unless you're trying to get caught?
Maybe he just likes that bag.
Oh, you know you love it. It's the new on ABC. View your deals, get your summer fling. We partnered with vendors for up to 74% off with free shipping.
So there is other Trump drama from the weekend. I know. Nude photos of his wife, Melania, from 1996. Some with her posing with different... Anyway, it made the front page of the New York Post. Now, some people are saying that he allowed this or is behind putting this up to sort of get us to stop talking about the cons and everything else. But I don't know. I think it's kind of, it's a terrible, either way, it's a terrible thing to do to her. You know, so what if she's taken, so what?
That's twice, though.
Can I just say, though? She does look good in the photo.
She's beautiful.
At least she's that.
She's beautiful. And I wouldn't, if I were her, I wouldn't be embarrassed. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. This is part of her past. Everyone has a story. This is part of her story. But I find it interesting that every time a distraction is needed, every time he makes a mistake, Melania winds up compromised in some way. You saw the plagiarism issue. You saw this. Now, I'm not saying it's orchestrated. I don't know. But it's just really convenient that every time he does something that's messed up, she's the one that winds up looking like...
He hasn't tweeted about it. He usually tweets about every story. regard of, yeah, there's really, I mean, he responded in the Post, and he justified, he said this happened 2 years before we met, and, you know, at that time, especially in the fashion industry, it's very acceptable, especially it happened with a European magazine, but you haven't seen any sort of angry outrage from him at all. It does make you wonder.
I think it's just very interesting, because, like you said, this is the second time with pictures with Melania, that the Republican Party is known as a party of being very conservative. So, you know, you got this face, and this could possibly be the president and FLOTUS. And the FLOTUS, the first lady, sets the trends. I mean, with Michelle Obama, when she wore that black and white dress, it sold out. She set the trends for Bang. She set the trends for getting her thing plagiarized, her speech. So it's just like, you know, when you got the FLOTUS setting trends, I'm going in the Republican Party. I'm like, Nikki Haley, Jan Brewer, you gonna start taking your clothes off? I mean, what kind of trend is she setting as the first lady, if she is the first lady? And they keep putting these pictures out, which they did look good.
I don't think he sees anything wrong with it. Like, whereas all of us look at it and they're like, oh, this could be the future first lady. I think he's like, yeah, check her out. That's, you know, she's mine.
But
like,
do we want the world looking at our first lady like that and having that image? I mean,
Sherri, do you want any of the things he's putting out there right now?
I know, but I'm saying, you know, we got Melania, and this should be a position of respect. If she has that position, it's going to be a platform. And I don't want to always be thinking of her boobs and her behind.
The contrast has never been more stark than comparing her to a Michelle Obama. On the heels of that, it will be difficult.
Absolutely.
And you almost feel bad. I feel a little bit of sympathy, maybe empathy for her. Because here's a woman that's very private, and yet the first time she speaks, you know, to a large mass, she gets slammed, you know, at the Republican National Convention. And now this is a woman who hasn't really been on the campaign trail and has tried to be a little bit more reclusive and spend time with her son. You feel bad for her.
I think she signed up for all this.
She did.
No, and you know, Donald, you know, you say you care about women. Take care of your wife, Jack. Take care of your old lady.
There's no protection of
you know?
You're right.
And yeah, she's beautiful. She is a beautiful woman. But you know what? That's your wife.
I would have liked to see him show some outrage.
And his son's mother.
And the son of your mom. No, and the mother.
This just got really interesting.
He looks like he could be, but
No.
Interesting possible.
You knew what I meant. But you know, I just feel like, come on.
Yeah.
She, you know, she's a really nice woman, and she took a lot of heat for something I think really was not her fault, and they let her hang out there. And isn't it funny that now whenever he hears something, he assumes someone else has written it?
Yeah.
Feeling guilty, Donald? Because that's what he said about the cons.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, because we can. This will warm the cockles of your heart. 18-year-old Carly Hay was just crowned Miss Teen USA Saturday night, and already there are calls to take that damn tiara away. Because apparently she tweeted the N-word in some of her tweets. And she posted them when she was 15 years old. And,
about 3 years
she
ago.
was trying to, be hip and cute and stuff. And she was going through something. And and people said, no, she had to go.
You know what,
What do you
Miss Teen
think?
USA standing by her, I think she has to go, but I put this one on Miss Teen USA. I mean, how can you could have such strict protocol, but you're not going to look at a teenager's social media? That's like the number one place that they communicate.
I also think we tell our children all the time, be careful what you post.
That's right.
Be careful what you say, because it could come back and it could cost you and hurt you. And I think that she might be a nice girl. She apologized. I think that to keep her says to young kids that it's okay to say whatever. All I got to do is say I'm sorry, and there's no consequences. I could be this way. I think she has to go. She has to. And excuse me, Vanessa Williams lost her crown. You remember when she lost her crown?
Yes, as Miss America,
As Miss America, because of some pictures that a beautiful lady, and and another door opened for her. But I think she has to step down.
Well, go ahead,
She's supposed to be a role model for all women, and I think when people look at that, they feel people feel marginalized. They feel like, well, what is she saying? And I also think there should be a character clause in there. When I looked at the website, it's Miss Teen USA seeks women who are savvy, goal-oriented, and aware. First of all, she's not aware. If she's posting this stuff, I don't know what she's paying attention to.
Why does she not?
But also, she should have this. It is about character. Whether you want to be or not, when you take a position like this, you become an advocate for a cause. You speak for all women. Then speak for everybody. Don't make racist comments and get away with it.
That's not acceptable. I'm sorry, Sherri. It wasn't just one time. There were like 5 or 6 tweets, maybe that didn't happen in a row, but really,
like she was very comfortable with using the word.
Yeah, it was definitely part of her vernacular.
This is what was funny to me. She said several years ago, I had some personal struggles. And I'm going, girl, it was 3 years ago. Now, my personal struggle several years ago, my husband took all my money. Well, I don't know what kind of personal struggle. But I'm like, you know, when you
That's the struggle, y'all.
when you talk, see, at that age, what's the struggle? You trying to find a name for your Instagram account? I'm trying to, what kind of struggle?
It's
Well,
kind
and
of...
she used it regularly, so it was part of her,
Well, maybe she thought she was black. I don't know. Because there was some controversy even before Hay was crowned Miss Teen USA, when people online pointed out that the top 5 finalists looked like the same person.
I thought it was the same person. I did too. I thought this was all the same girl with different eye makeup.
Okay, this is how, as a black woman, I see this so much. I'm so desensitized, I forgot to be outraged. Look at that. See this? Okay, I'm asking the white women at the table, how do you tell her apart?
I don't.
I thought the
They
same
all
thing as
thought
you
it was
did.
one person.
Would you say she looked like Becky with the good hair?
I said she looked like Becky with the good hair, just different eye makeup. That's what I honestly thought.
I can't say, it was nobody.
They're all
could find
beautiful.
anybody else.
They're all beautiful,
Yeah,
but you know,
they are all the same.
Miss Teen USA.
Yeah.
Look around, y'all.
Yeah.
Just look around. You have a statement
I do
from
have a
them,
statement
don't
for
you?
full
All right.
disclosure. You mentioned what this young lady, Carly Hay, had said, but she says, a few years ago, I used language that's inexcusable. I apologize. Due to a number of personal struggles, I was in a place not representative of who I am now, but through hard work, education, maturity, and thanks in large part to the sisterhood that I have come to know through pageants, I am proud to say that I am today a better person. I hope she continues on that road for her own sake.
We wish you the best.
We wish her the best.
Step down.
Yeah.
It is a good teaching moment, too.
She does have to step down.
Yeah, but a teaching moment, let the teaching moment, sometimes it takes some time. You can't just learn maturity.
Well, here's the
Using it, like you mentioned, we tell our kids, I think this is a good example to show people that what you put out there never dies.
And it has consequences, you know, and so it's important to remember that. But what else has consequences? The fact that our friend Sherri is going to do a new show.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
What are you doing?
I'm so excited. I have a new show coming out with John Lithgow.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. And it's called Trial and Error. So look for it coming. It's a mid-season replacement. So look for it in January. It's on NBC.
What's it about?
It's like The Office, but it's darker. And he's accused of killing his wife in this weird town. And I play part of his legal defense team. I have disorders. I have prosopagnosia, which is facial blindness. I'm dyslexic. I have short-term memory loss. I had surgery. I have a British accent. At times, I was born with no tear ducts, and I laughed inappropriately. It was so much fun. It was such a challenge. I felt like Stacey Dash on steroids, just doing this character. So I'm very excited. Thank you, Bookie. Watch for it.
Well, if you're going, we don't mind if you're going for that.
Yes. Thank you.
You know, because that's good. That's the
Where you
trajectory.
gonna be?
Huh?
You gonna be?
I'm everywhere, man. I'm doing all kinds of stuff.
Aren't you at Disneyland? Is it Disney World tomorrow?
No, somebody will give it to me. You know I don't remember. I'm somewhere soon. I'll let you know as soon as they come and tell me. We'll be right back.
Stars of the hit series Unreal, Constance Zimmer and Sherri Appleby, on how their hit series ruined reality TV for them. Next.
Season 2 of the must-see summer series Unreal keeps on blowing the lid off who really pulls the strings on your favorite so-called reality shows. Please welcome Constance Zimmer and Sherri Appleby. Now, we were just talking about an unfortunate tweet that went out by a Miss Teen USA and how she regretted afterwards. Have you guys ever put anything out that kind of came back to haunt you?
No, I think we're actually both really sort of careful and on it. We wouldn't really do anything to, to put something out there that would come back and affect you. I mean, I was sort of hacked a little bit, and it really made me realize that anything you put on your computer is public domain, even though you think it's your personal property. So I'm really, really, really careful with that kind of stuff.
I think we're living in a time where nothing is your personal property anymore, and I think that we're just not as conscious of it as we should be. And I think these kinds of things come up, and hopefully people will just continue to learn from them. But I think you take a picture of anything nowadays, you have to be prepared for people to see it.
Yeah.
No matter where it is.
That's true.
So.
And Constance, we have a congratulations are in order, actually. A big congratulations, because you were just nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Support as an Actress on Unreal.
That was a strong high five. Just that really strong high five.
Sister love.
Now, I always wondered what it felt like to hear this. Where were you when you got the news?
I was in France, and I was on vacation, because, I mean, I don't think we anticipated...
Was that your boo?
Oh, yeah, that's my husband. But, and so it was I found out on Twitter. My agents couldn't get through to me. Nobody could get through to me. The only person that got through was actually Jeffrey, who plays Jay on the show. And he got through with a FaceTime audio, and my phone was ringing, and I was like, why is he calling me in France, and what's happening? He was screaming and crying, and I was like, what's going on? And he's like, you're nominated for an Emmy. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, my God. And I heard a lot of people recognized you in France.
Oh, they
Yes,
did?
it's crazy. I mean, the fact that the show has like reached international waters is like really beyond expectations. I mean, I was in the tiniest itty bitty little town in the south of France for the first part, and I had like these 18-year-old girls saying like, you're the money Richard Power, you know,
That's
because I can't
you
say
have
that
in the
middle
show.
word. Yeah,
okay.
exactly. And I was like, yes, but don't get that tattoo. And you know, trying to talk to them, and they're just like, unreal, unreal.
yeah,
and you're
there
like,
we go.
oh,
So great to hear that people are just being touched by the show. But while Constance was over in France, Sherri, you were at home with your two little ones. Was it Natalie and Owen?
Yeah, Natalie is 3 and Owen's 7 months.
Yes.
And there they are. Yeah.
These are boo-boos.
Thank you. Yeah, we are learning how to be a family of 4, and we bought a house, and so we're renovating it, which everyone knows who does it. Like, we thought we'd be moving in August, and now we need a rental through November. So, like, just trying to manage everything, but we're having a great time.
Well, I know when you had the baby, because, you know, when we have babies, we have to breastfeed no matter where we are. Did you have to breastfeed on the set?
Yeah, I went back to work when Owen was 2 months old, and so I'm like breastfeeding and pumping, and you know, you're surrounded by men all day, and like the talk of breastfeeding doesn't make them necessarily comfortable. So we came up with the code of 1027, like that they could handle. So I was like, guys, it's my 3 hours are up, 1027. I'll see you in 15, and like that was the way that we kind of knew that I had to go to my trailer and handle my business.
Yeah, it's funny because
Good for you.
Thank you.
I'm still pumping, and we don't have a code, so I just scream, I'm pumping, and people come in and out, and like,
They
you
freak
hear the
them
machine.
out.
Yeah,
They
Sarah actually encourages people to come in.
well, my business isn't done, so I'm like, just come in. Like,
do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
And it's
well, we
natural.
would have some of our best conversations because everybody would take a break.
Yeah.
So I would go into Sherri's trailer and it'd be like,
It's the worst sound on the planet, isn't it?
She dances to it for me.
That's the only time
think
your boobs
that's it.
look really big when they get pulled.
We're getting excited.
Yeah, we're going to
So, ladies, let's talk about Unreal. You play
sure.
two pretty like
Happy to.
a little segue for you. So you play 2 cutthroat producers on a show that's similar, we could say, to that of like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Sure.
And you reveal just how they get those dramatic scenes. Do you think this is really what goes on at these types of shows?
Well, the girl that co-created was a producer on The Bachelor for about 9 seasons, which we haven't really talked to her about it too much, but I think a lot of the tactics that our characters use are tactics that are used to create reality television.
that was the politically correct way of saying, yes,
would
that
be-
stuff does happen.
And explain those tactics.
For instance, this season we locked a girl in a closet, and you know we hired someone from Central Casting to say that she was her mother and she was abused. All of it's a lie. You know, ply them with alcohol. They're not allowed to talk to like their friends or family back home.
So we leave it up to the audience to decide what's real and what's unreal.
That's how we feel about the reality shows.
Yeah.
But I know Constance, I have a show that I produce called Match Made in Heaven, and it's got a black bachelor, which I'm very proud of. And that's a good one. Lock one of the girls in a closet. I'm going to try that. But I love it. But and I've always lamented the fact that The Bachelor, after 19 seasons, they never had a man of color. But Unreal, you're now dealing with this season. You have a bachelor of color. How's the audience responding to that?
I mean, incredibly well. He's super handsome.
Yeah, and very charming.
Everybody has been reacting the way they should. Like, why hasn't this been done sooner? And you guys are in your 2nd season. You've already brought things to light.
Right.
But I think what was great about what the creators did on our show is we weren't trying to make commentary. We're just like shining a light into like dark corners. And I think that's what our show is doing very well. We're not very polite about it.
Sorry, Sherri, I know that we do want to say, going back to the tactics at The Bachelor, declined to comment, but I know particular, you directed her in one episode. It was a kissing scene, and you told her to really go for it.
Yes, well, it wasn't originally scripted as the kissing scene, their first kiss, but then at the table read, there I am as a director. At the table read, I could feel that there was some like chemistry in the scene, so I asked the producer, can we just have their kiss be here? And Constance was like, Sherri's like, stop, this is like a little much. And she was like, it was like at a funeral.
It was at a cemetery.
But it was a beautiful tree. It was in a beautiful tree, and so she was like, I don't know how to do this. I was like, move out of the way. Let me show you. Just let him like push you up against the tree. Just go for it. And it was, look at you getting.
It makes me blush.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun to direct someone who you obviously respect as talent, but we're really good friends. And so to really sort of like bring these characters to light and have some sort of say in how these characters are evolving, it was just so much fun.
She was amazing. It was a natural. I mean, it was so much fun. We had the best time. Everybody on the set, all the actors, we were all so excited because we were just like, oh my God, this is it. This is perfect.
Thank you, guys. We want to really give you guys a thank you for being here today. Our thanks to Constance Zimmer and Sherri Appleby. Unreal airs Monday nights on Lifetime, and we're going to be right back.
Thank you.
Watch this, these Q watches, and so much more coming up on View Your Deal with free shipping, y'all. Get back here.
Welcome back, everyone. We think that you are going to love this summer beauty and bling on today's View Your Deal. Not only did we partner with vendors for up to 74% off, we're also giving you two of the sweetest words that any shopper can hear: free shipping. But it's only while supplies last. So everybody, let's get shopping with style expert Greta Monahan. Greta, great to have you.
So great to be here. Free shipping. Woo!
How about that?
Accessory concierge. These are lightweight scarves, but they're so much more, Paula, because the shape of these scarves and the fabric are so soft and beautiful and make them so versatile in your wardrobe. You can literally wear them like I did, a little bit of a shrug, or you can wear them. Yeah, I have one right on. And honestly, a little sarong or in the winter as a layering piece. They won't make you hot and they don't bulk you up. So they're really amazing. You're gonna buy an extra one at this deal to put in your bag or your car to have an extra cover up. So original price, everybody, $36. Today's deal, $18 plus.
And something like this can easily transform an outfit. Do you like it? I love this.
Everything.
I love this as well.
So you're gonna love this. I have it on pink house style, earrings, necklaces, and bracelets. So what I love about these is that they have these amazing, exotic, handmade details. And people literally stop you and ask you, where did you go to get your jewelry? It's so beautiful. And the deal on these is amazing. You can wear one or mix and match and go online and make your own set. Original price, $20 to $68 per piece. Today's deal, $9 to $20.
Plus free shipping.
Check these out.
What time is it?
Oh, I think it's time for a watch. Ideal Fashions. These are assorted watches, you guys. I love these because you can do a classic piece like I'm wearing, a timepiece, or you can do a cool band in a color of your choice. They have silicone bands, nylon bands, leather bands, and I am going to put out there a gift alert because they become super cute packages. So if you know that you're kind of saving up for holiday, this is the deal.
This is the package right here?
Yeah, isn't that cute? And they come in really great. Ready to go. Ready to go. All right, hold on to your seats. Original deal. $49 to $99.
All right.
Today's deal, $22 to $26. That's why they're amazing.
That's right in the wheelhouse of a great gift. $25 for a great gift.
And
I love that.
55 to 74% off and free shipping. Okay, you're gonna love these. You already have it on, right?
Disclosure, this is one of my favorite companies, and I wear these bracelets all the time.
You're a fan.
I'm
Rustic cuff, quote cuffs, and beaded bracelets. Okay, simply put, this is wearing the power of positivity on your wrist. I love them because they go with anything. Anything you already wear, and as a gift for someone who's classic or modern or funky, you've got it covered. Beaded bracelets in game day colors, and pick your assorted quotes online, whatever is meaningful to you. Love these. Gold, silver, amazing. Original price, $38 to $72. Today's deal, $19 to $26.
And I love this message. So you look down, you need a little pick-me-up. This one says, this too shall pass.
I know.
Very apropos, right?
Good.
But these deals will also pass.
Yes. So, you guys, Michael Todd Beauty, I was introduced to them a couple of years ago because I worked on a project with them, and I fell in love with this brand because their innovations are amazing. Today, you are seeing, first time, the Sonic Blend Makeup Brush. You guys, this spins 200 times per second to blend your makeup flawlessly. Doesn't that feel amazing?
It feels like a facial massage.
You don't need to use special makeup. You get an airbrush finish, and you little touch. You know how you leave the house quick and you get streaks and lines? No more. Not with Michael Todd Beauty Sonic Blend. This is an incredible deal. I think everyone's going to have one in their bag. Original price, $99. Woo! Today's price, $45 plus free shipping.
Smooth skin.
Does it feel nice?
And very smooth skin.
Now, this is just a no-brainer. Touch back, gray touch-up. Okay, if you got a few grays, this instantly covers it. It's a marker. 60 applications in the one tube, 8 shades.
Did you hear somebody
just say,
what?
Put it in your bag. It'll extend your salon visits and you'll save money. Original price, $25. You just paint that on. It's foolproof and it doesn't flake. You can wear it with confidence. Deal today, $12.50. Free shipping, 50% off. This is great. These are all amazing deals.
I mean, we're going to look so beautiful. Greta, thank you. Everybody give it up for Greta Monahan. The clock is ticking, and you have 24 hours to grab any of these exclusive deals, plus one more online deal. Make sure you go to viewyourdeal.com, and members of our audience, you are going home with a watch from Ideal Fashion. It's time for a watch. It's also time to go. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow, Fox Newsman Eric Bolling hits the Hot Topics table to tell the ladies why he wants President Trump in the White House. Ooh, this could get ugly.
So, would you guys entrust your little kids to spend time with me?
Yeah. Yes. You're great with
I'm so glad to hear that because I'm on a new show. I'm playing the Game Master with Junior. And you know, Anytime people hear that I'm doing stuff, they're like, really? They let you do stuff for kids? I'm pretty good with kids.
You're so good with
Excellent.
Like you're like a pacifier to a child.
See?
Yeah.
I'm a pacifier to myself. You know, that people say, why are you so laid back? They think it's for other reasons, but it's just because I'm just, you know,
chill.
Why freak out?
I think you're actually better with my kids than I am with my own kids sometimes, but we also want to say a big shout out to Candace Cameron Bure, one of our co-hosts here and our friend, because she won for Best Comedic Actress, and Fuller House won for the Best Comedic TV Show at the Teen Choice Awards, so way to go, Candace.
I would have told you eventually, you know, but I was just, you know, talking up myself for the moment. But that's okay. We want you all first to know that we thank you so much for coming to the live show. We appreciate it. And we also want you to have a great day and take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen upon.